There's a moment, just after sunset, when the sky burns orange, the air crackles with anticipation, and a wide, low shape erupts from silence with a surge so violent, so pure, it feels like the earth itself trembles. No engine roar, no gear shifts, just motion and power. But this isn't silence. This is Fretonic, Dodge's revolutionary new electric sound system, engineered to mimic the deep, guttural scream of a 7.0-liter Hemi. Now reborn for the electric age, this is the all-new Dodge Charger Daytona. Not just a concept-turned production car, but a full-throttle declaration that American muscle is back, reborn, and more powerful than ever. And it's not just fast, it's ferocious. Over 670 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds. A design so aggressive, so wide, it looks like it was pulled from a sci-fi film. This isn't just Dodge's answer to the Tesla Model S or the Polestar 2. It's their most important vehicle in a decade, because the Charger Daytona isn't just about speed. It's about soul, about heritage, about proving that a brand known for Challenger, the Charger, and the Demon can now build an EV that doesn't just compete with the best. It challenges them. From the moment it appears, with its laser-sharp headlights slicing through the dusk, its wide fenders flaring like a crouched predator, you know this is different. It's not pretending to be a combustion car. It's embracing the future, with aggression, precision, and raw emotion. Today, we're diving deep into the all-electric Dodge Charger Daytona, from its head-turning design to its driver-focused cockpit, from its track-ready performance to its cutting-edge battery tech. We'll break down how far it goes, how fast it charges, and whether it can truly stand toe-to-toe with the likes of the Tesla Model S Plaid, the BMW i5, and even the upcoming Chevrolet SSEV. And by the end, you'll know, is this the most exciting electric muscle car ever built? Or is it too wild for its own good? Let's find out. Let's start with the way it looks, because the Charger Daytona doesn't just carry on the legacy of the original Charger, it fulfills it. At first glance, it's unmistakably American, that long hood, the wide stance, the aggressive posture, but everything about it feels evolved, sharper, more purposeful. The overall length is 194.1 inches, with 77.2, height just 55.3, making it slightly longer and wider than a Tesla Model S, with a roofline that flows in the trunk like a grand tourer from the future. And with a drag coefficient just 0.23, it's one of the most aerodynamic production sedans ever built, a key reason it's so efficient and stable at high speeds. Up front, you're greeted by the new racetrack LED headlights, a signature Dodge design element that pulses with light when you unlock the car. It's not just for show. It houses sensors for driver assistance and adaptive cooling for the battery and motors. On either side are the ultra-slim, full LED headlights, now with dynamic turn signals and animated welcome sequences that light up like a greeting when you approach. There's no traditional grille, of course, no engine to cool, but Dodge didn't leave a blank space. Instead, they've sculpted a smooth, aerodynamic intake with active shutters that open only when needed for battery or motor cooling. It's clean, functional, and still unmistakably Dodge. Now, step back and take in the profile, because this is where the Charger Daytona truly shines. That long hood, the short rear deck, the fastback roofline that flows seamlessly into the trunk. The doors open with a soft click, revealing frameless windows and flush door handles that pop out when you approach. And look at those wheels, 21-inch forged alloys, wrapped in performance summer tires, filling the arches perfectly. They're not just stylish, they're lightweight and aerodynamically sculpted, with optional aero covers to further reduce drag. The side profile is defined by two sharp character lines, one high, one low, that run from the front fender all the way to the taillights, creating a sense of motion even when the car is standing still. No clutter, no unnecessary vents, just smooth, flowing surfaces that guide the eye from front to back. And check out the rear quarter windows. They taper into the seat pillar with subtle crease that echoes Dodge's recent design language, but with a more aggressive, performance-oriented execution. Around back, the story continues. You've got a full-width LED light bar, not just a strip, but dynamic display that animates when you unlock the car and pulses when you brake. The trunk lid is smooth and uncluttered, with a subtle lip spoiler for downforce. And the rear diffuser? Pure style, no exhaust high of course, but it gives the car a planted, aggressive stance. The license plate is centered, clean, and framed by the wide track. And under the skin, the rear motor and battery are perfectly balanced, giving the car near 50-50 weight distribution, critical for handling and stability. And let's talk presence, because the Charger Daytona isn't trying to whisper, it's roaring silently. It's for the young enthusiast who wants style and substance, the tech-forward driver who craves innovation without pretense, and a performance lover who still cares about how a car feels. This is a car for people who care about speed, efficiency, and real-world usability. It's a daily driver with long-distance comfort, a tech showcase that doesn't feel overwhelming, and a vehicle that proves you don't need a European badge to get serious electric power. This isn't just a car, it's a statement. Now let's step inside. Because the exterior is a masterclass in modern aggression, the interior is where Dodge truly makes its case of the future. Sliding into the cabin, the first thing you notice is the space. Despite its sleek, fastback roofline, the Charger Daytona feels huge inside. That's thanks to Stellantis' new STLA large platform, designed from the ground up for EVs, with no transmission tunnel, no engine block steering room. The result? A wheelbase of 117.7 inches, longer than a Tesla Model S, which means rear legroom that's nothing short of first class. Even at 6'3", I had over 6 inches of space between my knees and the front seat. And the ceiling? That panoramic glass roof stretches from the base of the windshield all the way to the rear window, making the cabin feel like a lounge in the sky. The materials? Luxurious, sustainable, and surprisingly premium. You got optional Napa leather, soft, rich, and available in pitch black, sinister red, or white knuckle. Or go for the eco-conscious Alcantara weave fabric, made from recycled materials, that feels just as premium. Real open pore with trim on the dash and doors. No fake plastic here. Brushed aluminum accents. Every surface you touch feels expensive, tightly assembled, and thoughtfully placed. No squeaks, no rattles, just precision craftsmanship that rivals the best in the business. Now look at the dash, because this is where Dodge throws down the gauntlet. Dominating the center is a 19.6-inch curved OLED display, a digital instrument cluster, and a central infotainment screen, both seamlessly bonded into a single glass-like surface. It's not just beautiful, it's functional. The interface is clean, responsive, and powered by Uconnect 6. It has no lag, no freezing, no hunting through submenus. Climate controls? Always visible at the bottom. Navigation? Crystal clear, with real-time EV routing that factors in elevation, weather, and traffic to maximize range. And here's the genius part. Haptic feedback and voice control work in harmony. When you press a button on the screen, you feel a subtle click. No more guessing if you actually tapped it. And, "Hey Dodge," wakes the system instantly. "Hey Dodge," lower the temperature and play some jazz. Done. "Hey Dodge," find the nearest charging station with restrooms. On screen, it even recognizes multiple user profiles, so the car knows who's driving and adjusts seating, mirrors, and preferences automatically. Below that, near the center console, is a beautifully crafted touchpad with physical shortcut buttons for drive modes, climate, and charging. It's angled perfectly toward the driver, minimizing glare. And speaking of lighting, the ambient system here is next level. You've got 64 color options with zones that can be customized independently. Want a soft blue glow on the footwells and a warm amber on the dash? Done. There's even a mood light feature that shifts colors based on driving mode. Cool blue and eco, warm red and sport. It's not just mood lighting. It's an experience. Seating? Plush, supportive, and available with heating, ventilation, and massage on higher trims. The front seats are 14-way power adjustable, with excellent bolstering for long drives. In the back, even better. Thanks to that long wheelbase and flat floor, rear passengers get limo-like legroom. And the rear seats are heated, with their own climate controls, USB-C ports, and even a rear touchscreen for adjusting settings. This isn't just a driver's car, it's a full family luxury machine. Storage? Surprisingly practical. There's a deep center console with wireless charging, 2 USB-C ports, and enough room for your phone, wallet, and keys. The door pockets are wide. The glove box is deep, and the rear armrest has cup holders and controls for the rear passengers. And despite being a performance machine, it's got a real trunk, 15.6 cubic feet, which is more than a Tesla Model S. Plus, there's a front trunk, or frunk, with another 3.8 cubic feet of space. That's enough for groceries, a carry-on, or charging cables. For a car this sleek, it's shockingly livable. Now let's talk tech. Because the design and interior are impressive, the technology is where the Charger Daytona truly separates itself from the pack. Dodge has equipped the Charger Daytona with one of the most advanced tech suites in its class, and it's all designed to make your life easier, not more complicated. Starting with driver assistance, Dodge Drive Plus combines adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, traffic jam assist, and hands-free highway driving in select regions. It uses a combination of cameras, radar, and ultrasonic sensors to deliver confident, smooth automation. It can handle lane changes, on-ramp merging, and even stop-and-go traffic with near-human intuition. And if you take your hands off the wheel too long, a gentle chime reminds you to stay focused, no harsh disengagements. But it's not just about automation, it's about connectivity. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, fully supported, both wireless. Bluetooth 5.3, Wi-Fi hotspot, over-the-air updates, all standard. You can update the car's software while you sleep, adding new features, improving performance, or enhancing safety without ever visiting a dealership. Dodge has already rolled out multiple major updates since launch, improving everything from voice recognition to battery management. Voice control? Hey, Dodge wakes the system instantly, and it understands natural speech. Hey, Dodge, lower the temperature and play some jazz. Done. Hey, Dodge, find the nearest charging station with restrooms. On screen. It even recognizes multiple user profiles, so the car knows who's driving and adjusts seating, mirrors, and preferences automatically. And then there's the Dodge Connected app, your digital key and command center. Lock or unlock the car from your phone. Precondition the cabin before you get in. Monitor charging status. Activate the welcome lighting sequence. You can even honk the horn or flash the lights if you're trying to find it in a crowded parking lot. It's seamless, intuitive, and deeply integrated. One of the coolest features? The welcome light sequence. When you approach the car, the headlights and taillights animate in sync, the doors unlock silently, and the interior glows to life, all without pressing a button. It's not just convenient, it's emotional. It makes you feel like the car is happy to see you. And for those who love personalization, the Charger Daytona lets you save multiple driving profiles, customize screen layouts, and even set preferred charging times to take advantage of off-peak electricity rates. This isn't just a car, it's a smart, connected lifestyle device. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter, performance. Because all the luxury and tech in the world mean nothing if the car doesn't deliver when you stomp the throttle. And here, the Dodge Charger Daytona doesn't just deliver, it detonates. Under the skin, you've got a dual motor setup, one up front, one in the rear, delivering all-wheel drive with intelligent torque vectoring. Total output? A staggering 670 horsepower and 610 lb-ft of torque. That's more than a Porsche Taycan 4S. And it's a 4-door coupe. And because it's electric, all of that torque is available instantly. No waiting for turbos to spool, no revving to redline. Just go. And the numbers? They're mind-bending. The Charger Daytona hits 60 miles per hour in just 3.2 seconds. Top speed? 155 miles per hour. Electronically limited, of course. And it does it all with a calm, almost eerie composure. There's no drama, no wheel spin, no lurching. Just a relentless surge of acceleration that pins you to the seat. It's not violent, it's authoritative. But it's not just about straight-line speed. The handling? Razor sharp. The Charger Daytona gets adaptive suspension with rear-wheel steering. Up to 5 degrees of counterphase steering at low speeds for tighter turns, and in-phase at high speeds for stability. The result? A car that feels smaller than it is, dancing through corners with precision and balance. The steering is weighted perfectly. Not too light, not too heavy, with real feedback coming through the wheel. And the brakes? Massive steel discs with optional carbon ceramic discs, bringing this 5,100-pound beast to a stop from 60 miles per hour in just 107 feet. That's supercar territory. And the best part? It's comfortable. Even in Sport Plus mode, the ride is supple, soaking up bumps and imperfections without crashing or jittering. Switch to Eco mode, and it glides over the road like a magic carpet. There's no noise, no engine roar, no tire hum, no wind whistle. Just silence, broken only by the subtle whir of the motors and the soft thump of the suspension. It's serene, calming, and yet at any moment, you can unleash pure fury with a flick of your right foot. In real-world driving, it's a dream. On the highway, it's whisper quiet, with minimal wind or road noise. The suspension soaks up expansion joints and potholes without drama. In the city, it's easy to maneuver despite its size, thanks to tight turning circles and excellent visibility. And on twisty back roads, it handles with surprising poise. Body roll is minimal, turn-in is sharp, and the all-wheel drive system keeps you planted through corners. This isn't just a long-range cruiser. It's a genuinely engaging driver's car. Now, let's talk about the battery, because what good is all this power if you can't use it without constantly plugging in? The Charger Daytona packs a 100.5 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery pack, slightly larger than before and optimized for longevity and efficiency. And thanks to the 800-volt architecture, it's incredibly efficient. EPA estimated range, up to 318 miles. Not the longest in class, but solid for a high-performance EV. In real-world driving, we saw around 290 miles on a mixed highway and city route, which is impressive for a 670-horsepower machine. But the real magic is in charging. With 250 kilowatts peak charging capability, the Charger Daytona can add up to 200 miles of range in just 10 minutes. We timed it, from 10% to 80% in 18 minutes and 22 seconds. That's faster than most EVs, and it means you can charge during a coffee break and keep going. It uses the CCS standard, but Dodge also offers a free adapter for Tesla's NACS network, meaning you can plug into the vast majority of superchargers across the U.S. And with the upcoming integration into the Tesla network, Charger Daytona owners will have access to over 15,000 chargers nationwide. No range anxiety here, just freedom. Now, let's be real, no car is perfect. So let's break down the pros, the cons, and how it stacks up against the competition. 3 major pros. First, the performance. The Charger Daytona is one of the quickest production sedans ever built, a true performance bargain in the luxury EV space. Second, the design. The Charger Daytona is arguably the most striking electric sedan on the market, sleek, aggressive, and timeless. Third, the heritage. This is Dodge's Halo car, a spiritual successor to the Challenger SRT Demon, built for the electric age. Now the cons. 1. The range. At under 320 miles, it falls short of leaders like the Lucid Air or Tesla Model S. 2. Brand perception. While improving, Dodge still fights the economy brand image in performance space. And the competition? The Tesla Model S Plaid offers quicker acceleration and a more established software ecosystem, but lacks the refinement and design elegance of the Charger Daytona. The Lucid Air has more range and more luxury, but it's significantly more expensive. The BMW i5 is more driver-focused, but has less range and slower charging. So, where does the Charger Daytona win? In balance. It's the only EV in its class that combines American performance heritage with cutting-edge electric power. It beats the Model S in design. It outshines the i5 in innovation. But it lacks the third-row seating of an SUV, and it's not as widely recognized as a status symbol. Yet. So, final verdict? The all-electric Dodge Charger Daytona isn't just a great electric sedan, it's a landmark achievement. It proves that an EV can be luxurious, efficient, powerful, and stunningly beautiful all at once, and without compromise. It's for the driver who wants serious performance without the luxury tax, for the tech enthusiast who craves innovation, for the value seeker who wants more for less. But is it for everyone? No. If you need over 400 miles of range, if you want a more established luxury badge, or if you're not ready to embrace a high-performance EV. This might not be your car. But if you want the perfect blend of aggression, style, and silent power, the Dodge Charger Daytona is as close as it gets to future. So, what do you think? Is this the most exciting electric muscle car to come out of America? Would you trade range for that level of performance and heritage? Or would you go for something more practical? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like, subscribe, and comment below what car you want reviewed next.